John 14:11. Non creditis qui ego in patre, et pater in me est? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? So first we have this negation of creditis, present tense, second person plural, active voice. Then quia, introducing an object clause, as we would expect quod. And then we discussed this very phrase in the last verse as well. And the comments I made there are also true here. And we know that it must be a question given the context to the next verse, though usually the same verse in how we break it up in English. And treating it as a question is the only way in which non makes sense. It is worth noting, however, that non is most likely an erroneous variant of the Greek tradition that has been preserved in the Latin tradition. The Greek tradition, for its part, overwhelmingly reads pisteuete moi. It is my suspicion that there existed a reading in the Greek tradition that read ou pisteuete, and that reading is what was in the hands of our Vulgate translator. And this suspicion is largely based off of observing the habits of our translator, and how he largely prefers not to stray from the Greek wherever possible, even if it makes for less than normative Latin. I don't know if we have it attested in the Greek tradition with ou and without moi, but even if we did have it, it would have occurred in such scarcity that the editors in the Nestle-Aland 20th edition of the Greek New Testament thought it a variant not even worth including in the apparatus. Thus, the inclusion of non in verse 11 is almost certainly erroneous, not on the part of the translator, but just the fact that he had access to a tradition that read ou pisteuete instead of pisteuete moi. Though in truth, either way you read it, the sentiment of the passage is not altered at all.